to be prepared.
He was lost in prayer.
Yeah, he was.
Oh,
He was connected with Crom.
I am one with Crom, and Crom is one with me.
Yeah.
See, there you go. See, thanks, Conan.
I am one with Crom, and Crom is one with
I know
me.
you guys.
Crom.
I know you guys didn't expect that I brought Conan with me.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
And so yeah, that's when you get a first taste of Malik too.
Yeah.
Kind of the lovable old little thief, the little scamp. he's the scamp of the Hyborian age.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's when Queen Taramis, I guess, of Shadazar, which is again kind of a lazy like kingdom for some reason.
Sure.
Queen Taramis of Shadazar. And basically, she sicks all of her goons on him, and he kicks the fuck out of all of them.
Yeah, he kicks all their asses, and then her and old Wilt.
Yeah,
right?
oh yeah.
Wilt
Well,
Chamberlain.
yeah, you get to see Malik go underneath the little bitty altar and everything, and he swallows a fucking giant diamond. Like this dude's shits have got to be fucking.
Yeah,
massive
as we
and
see
crazy.
throughout the movie,
he eats a lot of fucking jewels.
yeah, he does.
He eats diamonds
Yes.
and poops coal.
Yo, I don't know. It's reverse.
I mean, it's a great plan if you want to get it out of whatever,
dude.
if you need it in 24 hours.
Oh, his system has got to be wrecked because it's just fucking cut diamonds
and
going
they're
down the
not
stomach.
small, dude.
No, they're like the size of tangerines that he's swallowing and shit.
He
No
takes
shit.
a while in the back behind the rock on their journeys.
But you never see him shit throughout the whole movie.
Do you have anal leakage?
Maybe he's just blocking it all up, so there is no anal leakage.
I don't know.
Their diets are probably
was
pretty
thinking-
I'm
poor.
saying once that comes through, it's gonna leak and bleed a lot. I would.
I was
assume.
thinking he's got to weigh a lot more than he normally
Yeah,
does. You know what I
right.
mean? Because he's got jewels in his system and gold and whatnot, right? So yeah.
Anyway, so you're right.
Yeah, the scene where he pulls the fucking net. They try to trap him with the net between two horses. Classic,
right.
You know what I mean? But he grabs it. He ducks underneath it and fucking grabs it and knocks the horses down and then kills the dudes. And then it's like a test.
Absolutely.
Right? They're like, oh, okay, now you're the right one.
And he punches that one horse. Dude.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, hell yeah.
Bam.
He's got to punch a horse in every Conan movie.
He punches a.
Yeah, he punches a
He
fucking
punches
horse.
a lot of animals in this movie.
Yeah, Peter must be pissed at this one.
Yeah.
Does he really hit him? No.
But I bet the animals were treated poorly, and they had that one to make super glue.
Yeah.
After
Will
they-
Chamberlain's horse.
After riding on it, it probably got syphilis.
Oh my God.
And he's already slept with 4 more women
Yep.
in this time period too. So
So
you know,
this is where she tells him, "Hey, I want you to work for me," and he's like, "No,
yeah, no,
you suck."
yeah,
And
I don't like your kingdom.
I not verbatim.
Yeah,
But fuck you and your kingdom.
yeah,
But at any rate, that's when she puts the hoodoo on him and makes him tell her what he was praying about, which we see in
Valeria.
the fire is Valeria, this girl that he's in love with that's dead.
that died in the first one.
That yeah,
Oh.
absolutely.
His actual real queen.
Yes.
You know, the quest is she wants to send him on this quest to escort her niece, which has to go get this like special horn from some god Dagoth or something like that, or to the horn of the dreaming god Dagoth.
Yeah,
right?
basically she just tells him, and this is we're jumping a little bit because there's the parading in through town.
Yes,
Which everybody's yelling Conan, so like he's well known.
Yeah,
among
everybody
these
knows him,
parts,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Which I thought was kind of cool. And this is where we see the camel spits on him. Is it the camel? Like there's story with that, right?
Well, in the first one, the same thing. Camel spit
Yeah.
on him, and while he was high off of fucking jade or some
Right,
shit like
right.
that. Yeah, and then he punches that camel.
So this one, the camel looks at him and he's like, "Don't we know that?" And he's like, "I know this camel." And the camel spits on him and he punches it again.
He's fucking Conan. He can knock down a fucking camel.
punches camels and shit.
Fucking punching
Horses.
PETA people are going to be pissed off.
Peter, people pissed.
Yeah, but they still introduce a little bit more of the whole the kingdom,
Yeah,
and they're in the marbled palace
Yeah.
of the queen.
And then that's when she explains that he's gonna go, like, it's written in like these scrolls that the girl with the mark on her,
Yeah, the virgin.
which is the virgin, which is her niece, has to go on this journey to get this horn, and that she'll basically reunite him with Valeria for doing so. Ta-da.
There you
Okay.
go.
There's
Yeah.
the
There's
crux
the
of our
quest.
story.
Yeah, there's the quest, and he's like, "I'll do it."
Yeah.
You know, if
Yeah.
you can do this shit, that's what I want most in life. You know, besides crushing his enemies. And
he's got to go to a castle, and there's a wizard at the castle.
yeah, so
Of course
ba-
there is, because
so the subplot,
I'll get
Or-
you. Oh, sorry, wrong scene.
or some of the foreshadowing in it is basically the queen tells Boombata, Wilt Chamberlain,
yes,
that as soon as they actually get their jewel or whatnot, that he's supposed to kill Conan.
once he gets the
Fall under his sword or something.
the horn,
He
right?
just had sex with 2 more
Yeah.
women.
ding,
Yeah, and he just had sex with 4 more women. And so basically they start on this quest and they start going one way. They know where they're going, like the Jenna does and Boombata, but he's like, nope, we got to go this way.
right?
It's protected by a powerful wizard, so we have to go get one of our own wizards.
right.
So that's when we
And
run
Boombata's kind of been put in charge of keep not only killing Conan, but
protecting her virginity.
the particular line I love is, she's a virgin when she's leaving. She better return a virgin.
Yeah. And in Wilt Chamberlain's hands, that's a mighty
Yeah,
task.
yeah. And somehow you're paired up with Wilt Chamberlain. You're fucked.
Yeah. Literally.
Oh my god.
Literally fucked. So yeah, that's when they go find Akira, and now Akira was in the first one. He met him, and whenever Conan basically was about to die, and then Valeria gave his life or her life basically to resurrect him and everything like that, which was a cool scene.
Yeah, that was cool.
But he's about to get eaten by fucking
By cannibals, yeah. And all these people, Conan's the only one. He goes down there and kills them all.
Yep. He smacks
And
the dude
everybody
on the
else just,
head
like,
on
standing
the
there
flat part of
watching.
his sword. Yeah. Because again, Malik is not going to do shit because he's a fucking
but
wimpy dude.
What about
Yeah.
Umbatu?
Yeah.
or-
Yeah, Boombata's like,
Boombata, yeah.
he's like, I'm not supposed to go down here. I got to protect the princess or whatnot.
At
you
one
know?
point in his struggle, he's probably like, "You come to help or not?"
Yeah,
They
no,
just cut that scene.
he just kicks the shit out of him. But then Malik does get down and he has that line. He's like, "So they were gonna cook you and eat you?" And he's like, "Yeah. At least they could have given you a bath first."
And he's like, why would they want something as old and sour as you?
yeah, exactly.
And that's when you
right?
kind of know that they know each other if you hadn't seen the first movie,
Yeah.
I guess.
He knows where
Yeah.
he's at, so he goes and rescues him. He didn't know he's going to have to rescue him.
Which is perfect because we know that Conan had just mentioned that how is he going to fight this wizard's magic?
Without another wizard.
So now he's got a wizard.
So he's
his
gathering
party.
he's gathering his quest.
He's got his
His
D&D
quest
party
team.
together
Yes.
just about. He's looking for maybe 1 or 2 more. We'll see.
Yes, and then they're going through another little bitty weird town, and that's when like Mako or Akira looks at
Yeah, it's kind of
Malik.
like a mining encampment or something.
It
I
reminds-
couldn't really make out what that was, if it was really a town or a town that kind of just generated out of an encampment.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like Barter Town almost.
Yeah.
We run Bata Town.
Yeah, it's like Barter Town because he goes,
Shitty pot town?
he's like, keep your hands to yourself, Malik, and he's like, are you kidding? I know when to steal, and he steals something like right then in front of him.
Well, we
kinda-
we see the riders too.
Yes,
They cut
they're
to the
still going,
riders, they're
dun, dun, dun,
coming,
dun.
right?
Yeah, and they're still after him. And that's whenever we run into Grace Jones' character Zula.
Yeah, Zula is fighting off a crowd of dudes
Like, yeah,
while she's tethered to like a
Yeah, like an
Stone
animal.
block.
like yeah.
it's like a stone block, and she's got a
like-
deal.
She's tethered to that by her leg, and she's got like a bow staff.
What I find is really funny
whooping ass.
on that part of it is the Jenna looks at Conan and is like, "There's like 6 of them against one," and he goes, 1, 2, 3. I think you're right. Like he doesn't know how to fucking count and shit. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't get to 6. He gets to 3. He's like, "I think you're right. What are you gonna do?" And then he rides up because he finds out that her tribe like were raiding their village or something like that. To like they were probably trying to get
first
food or
she
something.
asks Wilt Chamberlain to do it, and he's like, "Well, if she's a thief, she probably deserves to die."
Yeah.
Okay.
Dick.
Asshole.
What is this? The Bible?
He's already slept with her, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Hey, remember when we banged?
Your
earlier?
plot's destroyed. Movie over.
He's like, yeah, you're gonna have my child. And then Conan rides up and basically pulls his sword out. She knows him too.
Right.
Has to know him. Everybody knows fucking Conan at this point. knocks the deal out, and then she kicks the shit out of like fucking 4 dudes with her bow
And she
staff.
does. She kicks the fuck out of them.
She's like the female equivalent of what Conan's badassery is. You know
and then
what I
they
mean?
just leave.
Yeah.
The party leaves Grace Jones to fight all these dudes and get the fuck out of there,
Yeah.
which she does.
Yeah.
She backs out, gets on her, which obviously is her horse.
Yeah, I
'cause
guess
it's got
yeah.
her headdress thing on it.
Yeah, everything's
her
on it.
armor plate for headbutting people, whatever that is.
Yeah, whatever that shit is, because it's not even a hat. Like
yeah.
Mako's hat is just like a piece of yarn on the top of his fucking head.
And you're right, Conan's like a star.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean. Like like because she knows his name because
Yeah.
she goes chasing after him.
He's
Will comes back.
I want to talk with Conan.
he's renowned for his adventures.
He is renowned for his adventures.
That's when they get into that badass fight too between Boombata and Zula.
yeah.
You know, and she actually just starts whooping the shit out of him too.
Yeah,
Like,
and
yeah,
then he starts cutting her bow staff with a sword, and then pretty soon she's just gonna have a toothpick.
Yeah, he's got a toothpick fighting another toothpick because he's
Yes.
so fucking big. He's got like one of those curved swords, and then she's standing there, and he fucking like does the whole charge and like chops her sword off. And then somehow he gets off the horse, and they start wrestling on the ground. She bites his fucking ear and shit,
Yeah,
like in
she,
real life.
she
too.
Mike Tyson's his shit,
I think she really literally bit his ear in real life, in that blood,
which
and
is
the reaction.
foreshadowing
Yeah.
actually to a later fight
And
because he learned something that day.
Foreshadowing.
and yeah, basically she finally gets to talk with Conan. It's like I'll follow you anywhere, Conan.
I'll give my life for you, and he's like, "We'll see."
We'll see. You know, like cocky badass,
Yeah.
like fucking whatever. You know, come on, don't hold me back.
And we should mention that like through this whole adventure thus far, whenever Jenna has been around Conan, it's obviously that she wants the Conan cock.
Oh yeah,
Like she is
She's in
about
love
the
with
Conan cock.
in love with Conan.
Well, yeah, who
Which is
doesn't
weird
want?
because she's really young.
He is
too,
called the
so.
Destroyer.
I
so.
know, right? But this is when we see the Fortress of Solitude or
Yes.
whatever it is.
yeah. The fortress, the castle of Tothamon.
Yes, I'm glad you said that. That's in a lake,
Yeah,
and they decide to camp before they go into it. Much
it's like
to
a
the
crystal
chagrin of
castle.
Jenna.
Yeah, well, they want to go. She wants to go immediately, and he's like, "Well, we'll wait until the morning."
Right.
You know what I mean? Fuck that.
And we find out why. Because Conan wants to get fucking drunk.
Yeah, he likes to drink. He drinks a lot of mead or wine or whatever the fuck he's drinking.
Who knows?
You know, horse piss. Because he's that badass, right? And then basically, when they start their voyage across the fucking lake, right? So this crystal castle is out in
before
the middle.
that, yeah, I mean, the girl gets kidnapped
Yeah,
while they're in the
yeah.
encampment or like camping outside of the lake or whatever.
Mhm.
Big smoke bird
Yeah.
comes with this awesome special effects.
Because Tothamon
Or
knows
not.
that they're out there. It comes down and like grabs her in the wind and like picks her up and then like floats her into
right,
this
but
badass
before that,
castle.
before you see that, you see what summons it is this like one-eyed wizard.
Yeah,
He's got like one eye put out.
I'm
Yeah.
just picturing like styrofoam like claws that just kind of are like obviously guys just
It's more
pretending
of
to
like
scoop this
drawn
ball.
over
Yeah.
kind of a
yeah,
deal.
yeah,
You know what
okay.
I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
it was an animated.
Yeah, sorta.
Yeah, yeah. It was a poorly animated fucking smoke.
But I mean, it's
Bird.
nice to her because it just puts her in a nice gives her to the wizard, which I guess he is the wizard.
Puts her in a
Bird.
nice bed too.
Puts her in
Mr.
a nice,
Wizard.
comfy bed. Like looks like
Yeah.
it was made by Serta or something.
Yeah, really nice sheets and shit.
It's
you
a
know?
purple mattress.
What era is this?
They're like 5,000 thread counts.
Yeah.
Like a lot of really like nice place. I mean, and then yeah, that's whenever they wake up and they discover that she's gone, huh? And they got to get into the fucking boat with one oar in it. And of course, Conan's got to he's got to be the one that paddles, right?
Right.
Because he's the biggest dude. Boombata ain't doing shit still.
But what's the Mako?
Mm-hmm.
He finds out where she's at because they would have never thought that it could have been that castle over there.
Of course not.
So he like does some magic and says, "Oh, right there." He never even makes it over there in his perimeter. He's like, over there.
yeah. The obvious choice.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
That's so
awesome.
stupid.
Sorry about that.
It's like, I'm going to go get a burger at Burger King. Where's Burger King? Right over there. So, okay. Yeah, that close one.
How did he do it?
How did he find that one so fast?
Oh my god!
Yeah, they get to this ice castle. It's ice. It's an ice crystal castle, isn't it? It's
yeah,
weird.
It's the Fortress of Solitude.
Yes. So they get
Does it
there.
really look like that?
Yeah.
Well, they probably
Kinda.
they took the effects and like altered it. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But you're
that
right.
they
No,
don't
once
alter
they're
it further.
there, and like it does definitely kind of look like it's ice.
Yeah.
You know, but from a ways, that's what it looked like to me. Was the Fortress of Solitude?
Yeah,
That was like,
yeah.
oh.
Surrounded in mystery.
And that's when he has to do his awesome tracking skills, putting his fingers in a triangle to find out where
they go in.
they go in, and it's below them. They have to. It's underwater.
Yeah, so they have to like. So doesn't even Malik be like, oh, I don't want to go swimming. Like he never wants to do shit.
He never wants to do anything, but then he always is like, well, you guys can't do that without me.
Yeah.
I've got to be there for the team.
Yeah, and Conan gets pissed off at him too.